Hail this land of glory, we the AMBAZONIA, nation loyalty. Praise to our Savior who granted us the freedom, and led us to the hero who brought the lonely diablo. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Here in a nation, flowing rivers and holy. Glory, glory, glory to the Father for making you a nation and joy forevermore. AMBAZONIA, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation. AMBAZONIA, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation. Hail this land of glory, we the AMBAZONIA, nation loyalty. Praise to our Savior who granted us the freedom, and led us to the hero who brought the lonely diablo. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Here in a nation, flowing rivers and holy. Glory, glory, glory to the Father for making you a nation and joy forevermore. AMBAZONIA, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation. AMBAZONIA, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of His nation.
Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought inch by inch, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooster by rooster. If you know them, you go die. Now only you, yeah. They are fighting. They are scrambling for that freedom in land. Angry man, them say they no one hear them, 'cause you know we do the way them did it. I see you blow, blood of the innocent world. Yes, so come and save us. If we not there, we go die, yo. 'Cause cow no get it, now God the drive, he fly, yo. Yes, so come and save us. If you not there, we go die, yo.
my fellow Ambazonians, our brother them, our sister them, our papa them, our mommy them, our uncle them, our auntie them, our neighbor them, our picking them. I want to come for this day, for this first day of the week, which today now number 25 day for the month of May for 2020. I want to salute for this Monday morning for our own time for this site, and for afternoon for our own site for that site for Ambazonia. Now 1:30 p.m. for Ambazonia right now, and at 8:30 a.m. for Toronto and Washington DC. I want to salute for this day. I'll be very happy say all we don't come meet up for here today. Today we go get a very big talk show. Today we go get a very big discussion. Today I don't come for can give una for make we can talk about how we fit get this revolution back, for give the Ambazonian and them people power for ground zero and for gain international diplomatic advantage. All right. So which I want can talk on today, it will be extremely important. What the fastest way, the fastest method way we fit take them for achieve power back for ground zero and then give the Ambazonian people them a diplomatic advantage. All right. So before we start, when I know say always, I like for take the time for honor all our friends and we they don't take the time for joining for here. So make our honor our friends them. All right, make us see all our people the way they do for here. All right, I did see you, Erica Zara. I salute you and we want to thank you plenty for the big work we did do for our revolution, for the big work we did do for make sure say we're women and children and we're picking them, all them, they be taken care of and for guarantee say they get a better future. I want to thank you plenty for the good work, for the community mobilization we did do. Thank you, Erica Zara. I see Wilby, I salute you. All right. Leonga Martin, I salute you, comrade Leonga Martin. That done man waited for Boya for near Mount Fako. I don't tell now. Now for they all party them that it take place for weekend. So Leonga Martin, you never send me the pictures and for the party for this weekend we just passed. You need for send me those pictures. Me not be saying only you enjoy that Boya. At least me too I begin enjoy and throw pictures and way you enjoy them. All right. Yes. Who to the fair, comrade Giles, I salute you. All right. Will be say greetings to you, my fellow countrymen and women. All right. I salute you all now. Chinedu, Christian, you say ADF TV is what we want now on Ground Zero. When I hear they say now then that the actual ADF TV. They salute you, Mr. Tigno. I salute you, Angwa. They say greetings, PS and house too. All right. I salute you, comrade Giles, DJ, Mascherano, I salute you. All right, Gambetta, I salute you. George, Will, Takom, I salute you. Baglio or Baggio, I salute you. Desmond, I salute you. Miss Comrade Paul Trigger, I salute you too. All right, Juicy, Mr. Abang, I salute you. All right, Paul Trigger, say I don't come. Welcome, Comrade Paul Trigger. Some person don't give Erica Zare a thumbs up. Okay. All right. You see, I salute. All right, Comrade Ketchat, you don't come for here. We salute you, big guy. Chebo, I salute you. All right, Ni, I salute you, Mr. George. I salute you, Ernest. I salute you, Lung Brenda Defoye, warrior for Facebook. I salute you. Young Jam, I salute you. Comrade Elvis ASHU, I salute you. Patriotic salute, Loom Brenda Toxic, patriotic salute, I salute you. Comrade Roger Mba, I salute you. All right, Remy, I salute you. Who today for Comrade Caro de Foye, I salute you. Bosco, I salute you. Beatrice, I salute you, fine woman. So, I salute all now when I don't take the time for joining for here. Today, now the first day of the week. So I get we're going to start this week with a lot of empowerment, with a lot of education, with a lot of hope for our people then. So today now a show where we start the week with, and so I want today it will be a very inspiring as always. When I know say for here we offer the best education, we offer the best inspiration for here. Na platform would give hope for our people them. For here, na platform would share leadership strategies and ideas and the psychology how people feel win, achieve success and victory. So for here, we then have for empower our people them. For here, we then have for make sure say our people them they get the independence and the freedom where they don't stand up with this generation. You don't talk say you want them. All right. So when I come find you talk say big mami now. All right. When I come find we go start make adjust as always when we come for here. Now for honor, we the first start now for honor our forces them, for honor our generals, for honor our commanders, for honor our fighters, and then I go can provide una the education. I go also talk for una the announcement, the news where come out for the leader of our war of independence, the office. I'll get some good news for can talk with the Ambazonian people them too. We just take a moment for honor our generals, our commanders, our forces, all our fighters them, with the people that they don't stand up, with the hold guns, with the fight for always for ground zero. So we need for always make sure say we honor them, we praise them, we thank them for all the work that they do and for all for make sure say this freedom where people they don't ask them this time around it must be actualized. So make I just give the forces them an honor, make we honor them.
As you can see, this is the first, and behind you can see the second unit, specialized unit of the contender force directly under the supreme commander of big number, General Efang.
Honor Lieutenant General Koko. Honor all
these forces form the tip of the spear of the Ambazonian War of Independence. Following closely behind will be the second regiment of the contender force, specialized unit.
Get the hope, get the pride, as a people, they don't rise up to be the great nation. To every great nation, get a great foundation. So here, today, this moment, we want to just honor these forces, we want to honor our generals, our commanders, and all the other forces.
This is the Alpha unit that surrounds the general during operations. Is the second regiment of specialized unit of the contender force in the ADF.
Form love for all these soldiers. Form love for General Epic. Form love, show love for General Lieutenant General Koko. Form love.
These are another unit of specialized forces of the contender force under the second overall commander of the Ambazonian Defense Forces.
Honor our people there.
This unit is made of a single strike force directly under the commander of General XX, the second overall commander of the Ambazonian Defense Forces.
Ambazonian Defense Forces, the only group, is the most organized, the most structured, and well constituted. The only defense group we can do. We get a total clear command and control structure, just like any other military. We get a clear line of nation. The only group. Now, una put in that, una take pride, my people. Una take pride. Una take pride for una put. Una take pride for which una don't build up from down there. Una take pride for which una don't give them Ambazonian people. Una take pride. Only group will get the capacity to organize this kind of public defense. It's massive. My fellow Ambazonians, I want to thank you again. Say when I don't take the time for joining for this moment, I'll be very happy for can talk for una today. I'll be una brother, the press secretary for the executive office for Governing Council of Ambazonia. We may say I'll be the spokesman for the leader of our War of Independence, Dr. Ayaba Cho-E office. My people then, today talk is big, today talk is plenty, today talk is be very important for all we. I don't put the title for today talk say the fastest method with the Ambazonian people if he use them for achieve freedom. My people, I be person way at the study systems. So like for this kind of revolution, we go study the kind vision, the roadmap, or the strategy with all the various movements, all the various organizations, all the various leaders, and when they don't come off outside, they talk say they want help for Ambazonia make it achieve independence. Since 2016, when this thing start for immediately, I get the inspiration and I also get the anger of what they do for our people. Them it give me the inspiration where I decide for put my voice for outside, and so since 2016 we don't do this activism, all right. And so since that period, we don't take the time for study the Ambazonia revolution. I hope say by the time when this thing don't be over, I hope say Ambazonian people, they don't finish, they go award some form of doctorate for our work, because we don't study this revolution and we study the systems of this revolution. We study all the movements. So I take the time since 2016, I start for study the events and how they move the revolution forward. By 2017, after our real work really start. When we start for study, what did they offer them for the Ambazonian people as roadmap compared to what the people they want them. What did the things and way would do for either for move the revolution forward. We start for study these systems, this what I call and say roadmap. We start for study these strategies where a lot of these movements and leaders they offer them from the Ambazonian people. So by 2017, specifically for me, from a leadership psychology perspective, I gained a key interest. I become very curious and I become very interested for study weighty the governing council at the time. We don't evolve from Skakuf to the governing council. I start for study weighty that the offer them from the Ambazonian people. And weighty at that time, Dr. Akwanga and Dr. Ayaba, they be the offer them from the Ambazonian people. I can't say they say one the only follow now just diplomacy for the fact that they say because of our history, and because all the international law they did for our side, one big thing say they say if we just go through negotiation, immediately the world will just recognize we and give we independence. Then I can start for look into the work of Dr. Akwanga. Dr. Akwanga, he work, and the way the gospel will be the preacher and the gospel of AK. it start to make a lot of sense. Then I can gain a very keen interest. Let me say my interest be very high when I start to follow Dr. Ayaba, a preaching of the block by block. I give now all this background and I say this, they study these things. So when they come for here, for can give now maybe this analysis them. Now because we get a foundation where we take the time for study all the movements and which they offer them from the Ambazonian people then. And then we try for compare and then we contrast. We try for see which one actually match the reality, the expectation for this kind of revolution. So I start for look into the work of Dr. Kwanga. I realize and say they say Dr. Kwanga a gospel of AK, where we start knowing for like Papa AK. The gospel of AK be make a lot of sense, but it falls short. It not be offer any roadmap, it not be offer any strategy. It be only been a generalized concept. Say yes, excuse me. If what people invoke their right for self-defense enough, it go change which the international community it be thinking. But Dr. Kwanga not be offer we any roadmap in terms of how that self-defense therefore be done, which will be the specific goals, objectives, and outcome where the self-defense for ground it go give the Ambazonian people. It not be lay with any clear roadmap. I move my work now for study Dr. Ibacho and the ADF, their strategy of the block by block. When I start for study, I watch all the videos. I start for listen for every speech where this man don't make them when it relates to this revolution as a student, because I like for study things for complete detail, not just part of the things where they give me a greater understanding than most people they ever imagine. I fish for 7 hours, sometimes up to 10 hours, just for study some person. I watch from one video to the next, and I did take note like I did not for inside classroom. Not just my method of the way I study things. So I start for study the psychology and the philosophy and the strategy with Dr. Ibacho Bideleam. I come for the conclusion when I compare what Dr. Kwanga offer the Ambazonian people in terms of just the AK strategy. I realize and say be fine, but you don't get any substance inside. You don't get any, be get anything within measure. Be give the Ambazonian people them the specific things the way they get for doing. It just been a generalized proposition, a generalized idea. Now, when I start for study the block by block approach with Dr. Ibacho, a layer for the Ambazonian people, 3 things that stand out. It be very clear. Say first, now people them way the AGOFC and the ADF since 2017 when I start for study these things. It be very clear. Saying that the only group for Ambazonian revolution where it take the time, it bring in experts, it bring in key experts from the various backgrounds where they don't study revolutionary psychology, where they don't study all the various revolutions, the way they don't succeed and the way they don't fail. They study even the American Revolution, how America managed, defeat mighty England and France and gain its independence. So the staff when they study all these things, they bring all these experts where they get all these different background in terms of for revolutionary research, and then they compile the data. Then they take their experts them where they understand how the international system they work, and then they take their experts where they understand how human rights they work. They try they factor all these things and say okay. For place where the Ambazonian people they, for place where how la Republic they function, for how the international system where it govern the world, where it actually govern global politics, and where it go determine whether a people they go achieve freedom or they no go achieve freedom. 3 things that become very clear. Say these people them, now people they not just come out, they start for talk for the Ambazonian people say, oh, make we just pick guns and fight. Now people the way that they do their things based on research. Now, people that they do, once they get that research, they compile the data. They do what they call and say comparative analysis. And then for all that one, they take the best for all those revolutions, the way they work, What will be the common characteristics? Una pay attention, all right? Because not only for here, una get this kind of education. What will be the common characteristics? What will be the common traits? Now, what will all the revolution them? Where they don't succeed, what will all them get them in common? And what will all the revolution them where they don't fail? What will all them get them in common? So it became very clear for me. Say the ADF and the AGOVC people them. Now people the way they need to just talk. Now people the way they do a lot of hard work until they get a scientific, they come for a scientific conclusion. A scientific empirical conclusion backed by hardcore evidence and data. These people need to just act anyhow. And so when I start for study the roadmap where they offer for the Ambazonian people, I realize I say, now the only roadmap where any other organization don't offer the Ambazonian people. Other than, and there's another group there where we study. We study Republic of Ambazonia. Wait till know about when we start for study Dr. Gojidinka work. And for study the organization the offer them, their quest for restoration now a legal framework where they just believe say the Southern Cameroon case be genuine, and so if they go through the courts, we go actually succeed. Now their roadmap that through the courts, and so it became very clear for we say they say for the Ambazonian people then for succeed, the AGOVC and the ADF. Their roadmap where Dr. Ibacho offer them for the Ambazonian people. Now the surest path. A clear scientific path. We go give the Ambazonian people them independence. It be very clear. And so for that strategy, they don't just tell the Ambazonian people say, make we go file a republic. They tell we say, first, make a tell now. Once this strategy be laid out, ground zero, the people of Ambazonia between the late part of 2016 and the early part of 2017, the middle part of 2017 and the late part of 2018, when the Ambazonian people apply this strategy where Dr. Ibacho offered them for them because of the education and inspirational the ability for inspire the people them for apply that strategy. When the Ambazonian people apply that strategy, the Ambazonian people began total control back of the territory. By the late part of 2017 and the early part of 2018, the Ambazonian people began total control. They don't take back total control of the territory. When this strategy be implemented at the highest level, the Ambazonian people began total control of the territory. By the late part of 2018 and the last part of 2018, some few things have changed for this revolution, and the Ambazonian people from the late part of 2018 and the early part of 2019, the Ambazonian people they start for lose a little bit of some of the advantages, the gains where they already making for the territory. So today one can give a revolutionary update in terms of what make we lose momentum and how we feel regain momentum. And I go tell una also directly, not from some theory we would make them up, or tell una directly, Wusa would did diplomatically. But tomorrow, the Vice President of Governing Council of Ambazonia, when I be the boss of diplomacy, he go actually can give the Ambazonian people a diplomatic update. That means that the people the way they talk for the world. He go tell we who's the world actually, which the world they think about Ambazonia and anything we want to call and say negotiation or talks. Tomorrow, the Vice President will be out. We'll hear directly, as they call them, we'll hear directly from the horse's mouth. So once we come for this understanding about the how the revolution they go, which are the mistakes that they come out, and which are the progress they come out. We start for understand, say they say, The Ambazonian people, since the infiltrators, they infiltrate La Republic implant infiltrators for this revolution. The Ambazonian people, they come out from fighting for independence, fighting on the ground, following the roadmap of their revolution. They abandon most of what it be the work for them. They abandon what it be the give them progress. They be get carried away. The Ambazonian people be carried away by the hype of TV. The Ambazonian people, they be carried away by loud mouth, empty talk, no strategy, no roadmap, no vision. Just a lot of empty bullshit. Ambazonian people, they be swept away by this current of false promises and fake. They just be carried away. Ambazonian people, they be carried away by empty excitement. Ambazonian people, they be carried away by the flash of television. They be just be carried away. And so they be Ambazonian people, they be brainwashed and hypnotized, and as religious hypnosis, they just carry them away and carry them for a whole different direction, where it literally derailed the Ambazonian revolution from the last part of 2018 to the middle part of 2019, and even right up to the end part of 2019. The Ambazonian revolution will be completely derailed. It be derailed by propaganda, by falsehood, by misinformation campaign. It be derailed by fantasy. And Ambazonian, they get caught up in fantasy. They start for live for what we call and say la la land. They start for live for this fantasized world of, like say, they already gained freedom. And they forget what the fight be about. So when Ambazonian, they get carried away by this hype of emptiness. So they build these fake dreams of nothing. Literally nothing. No substance, nothing where they even hold on. You look for ground, no nothing, no day. You look diplomacy, no nothing, no day. It be only been a hype on television. And Ambazonian people, they get carried away by that hype. The Ambazonian diaspora community, it get carried away. These same people, they infiltrate all the communities and they turn Ambazonian communities into their propaganda political groups. So they turn the Ambazonian revolution almost like a political campaign. They forget Ambazonia, they forget what they fight for. Now for here, Ambazonia lost, the start for loss, the gains with the don't make them, and La Republic of Cameroun is start for take back control of the territory. Because the Ambazonian people them, they start for follow flash. Empty flash. They start for follow bling. They start for listen for people that like cuckoo that blinks. Just noise. Nothing. No practicality, nothing. And during that same period, all the boys the way they woke up for fight for down, we all then they run for follow this flash. As I tell now, within 3 to 6 months, we all the group, all these boys, they kill almost 680 of them. Through that false structure, they want to put them for down there. And not give them weapons. So the Ambazonian people, they start to lose their revolution back to La Republic of Cameroun. It'd be very sad. We owe this education. So for place where they, for regain that momentum, for all the mistakes Ambazonian people don't make, we feel regain that momentum when we get back to our senses of which we actually get for doing for Ambazonia for be free. Not in a political campaign. Any person who thinks say this thing is a political campaign, I'll be very sorry for una. I'll be very sorry. You know, for a political campaign, but for most of una things in a political campaign. My brothers and sisters, now war this. Now war. Now war of survival. Either you die or you live. Now war. Now war this. Now war for survival. Now war for the Ambazonian people then for survive. Now the war this for the Ambazonian people then for survive. So for Ambazonia them for live as a people. The Ambazonian people get for change their ways. And for the educated ones, where they follow this platform, because now for here we offer the best education. For the educated ones, for the objective ones, for the one that would like now results and progress, and the one for do what to be right for the Ambazonian people then. Now we're not going to liberate Ambazonia. The liberation of Ambazonia then for our hand. Now we're not going to give Ambazonian people them independence. Because now we're not going to do the right thing. Because now we're not get the courage and the mind and the thinking for do what he go help Ambazonia forget independent. Now the liberation of Ambazonia then for our hand. %20 of Ambazonia go liberate the 80% of Ambazonians. The 20% of Ambazonians, where they go apply scientific ideologies, go liberate the 80% of Ambazonians, where they want freedom, but they don't be hijacked by political fanfare and brainwash. 20%. That's how the world work. That's just how the world work. So if you're the winner for the 80%, you too will become a prisoner of the 80%. Because the 80-20 rule, it be applied everywhere you go. Now a law for life. 80% of the people, them like bystanders, they just watch. What did it happen? They don't get this insight for really understand fantasy versus reality. They don't get objective reasoning capacity. And just how the world works. Look at the world, you will see the 80-20 principles everywhere. So even for the Ambazonian revolution, it be applied. That's why not only when I did for this kind of platform. The 80% them, they the only dinner for place with drama, gossip, and up and down noise. Because now for they, the only thing that we didn't like them. Alright? Because this 80% of the people them, they want success, but they don't want work for it. They want freedom, they don't want pay the price. They want leadership, they don't want responsibility. They want love, they don't want commitment. Okay? Now the 80% of the people than that. The 20%, now the 20% they would believe, say they say, if I want something, I get for work for it, I get for sacrifice for it, I get for dedicate myself for it, I get for invest time, resources, and energy for it. And the 20% of those people, now then they be free. And now then they control the world. And I still tell now, when the 20% of the people them, now when I go build companies for Ambazonia, now when I go create jobs for Ambazonia, for the other 80% them, they can work for now. That just so the world work. Until through your inspiration, you go start for reduce the number from 80% to 70% to 60%. And eventually, we go try for shift the dynamics of that equation. But for right now, the responsibility for free Ambazonia is for your hand. No wait for the 80%. Because for them, now prayer just get for give them independence. You hear? Now prayer, now United Nations will just give them independence. But for you, you know, so you go come now through your sweat, your blood, and your dedication. So for place with the revolution there now, for the Ambazonian people them for gain back the edge. For the Ambazonian people them for gain back the advantage, both on the ground and diplomatic advantage. So waiting I go to talk for we for today, it go achieve 4 things when we apply them. Number 1, it go give Ambazonian people back control for the territory, total control. Just like we get 90-95% total control. And for some places, we get 100% static control. All right. Number 2, waiting I go to talk about, it go help we for change the international narrative about who we be, about Ambazonia, about this conflict. Number 3, it go give the Ambazonian people them, which I call and say diplomatic edge, or which I call and say advantage. All right. Number 4, it go help the Ambazonian people. They start to dictate the terms of any negotiated settlement. So that the 4 things in this way, my talk, it go help the Ambazonian people them for achieve them by bringing us to what the talk say, we'll get for go back to the core. We'll get for go back for the foundation of this revolution. We'll get for go back for what be give with that advantage, what be give with that edge, what be make we move forward. We get for go back. We get for recalibrate and then refocus our energy and our ideas. All right, and refocus our energies and our actions. We get for go back for the foundation. So the AGOVC and ADF they offer in terms of their roadmap. It be very simple. They talk say for place where we not get an army. Yes, we get many defense forces. We not get an army where they don't build them. They give them. We not get like 5,000 soldiers where all of them they be equipped with AK-47 because we not get the kind of rich people then where they don't thief money from the colonial state, and they vex with the colonial state and they want to take that money for give it to the Ambazonian people for fight the colonial state as a payback for the colonial state. That means for all the wrongs where the colonial state don't do them for them. Like for some of them, they don't thief all that money. For most revolutions, a lot of these kind of people, they take that money, they give them for their people and say, when I use this money, when I gain freedom for all we, because even we did for that colonial state or we work for that colonial state, will not be free. So they did one. So since the Ambazonian people not get that kind of people then, where they love their people so much and they feel once take all that money they don't thief and give them. So when I build a defense structure where it go fight this colonial system and defeat them. All right? We'll not get them. Secondly, we never get any international sponsors where they go fee one pump that kind of money where you go help you for build 2, 3, 4, 5,000 army and you go equip them with all what they need them for defeat the colonial state. So we say to not get them. The ADF and AGOVC, they design the best strategy where it don't ever be invented for the entire world. The strategy of the block by block. Now the only strategy where it costs almost nothing for the people them for achieve total freedom. This strategy, it tell we say for achieve freedom, the Ambazonian people must create total chaos within Ambazonia in terms of the colonial administrators. We must create complete chaos for Ambazonia. Because now the only way when we create structured chaos, engineered chaos, social chaos, once you create them, you take away La République du Cameroun, their colonial administrators, for be able for govern the Ambazonian people there. A very simple strategy. Even if you not get an army, all you need for do now for create an ungovernable environment where the colonial administrators, the colonial state, enough function within that structure. Once you do this kind of thing, you start for take away their power inside Ambazonia. Create chaos. Which will be that chaos? Block road them with enough work a day. Burn all the colonial administrative buildings them. Because now those colonial administrative structures, they still make them feel say they say they feel control Ambazonia. Not be that their police and army. Their police and army not really get that power. Once you take away the colonial administrators their power, you make the Nofi worker, when I capture or kill those colonial administrators, where they impose them, when they carry out the functions of occupation within Ambazonia, and they talk about the governors, the SDOs, all right, the governors, the SDOs, and the DOs. Now the key people in that, when them they implement occupation for inside Ambazonia. Now then they administer occupation for Ambazonia. Now then they make Ambazonia be under occupation. So once you make the land ungovernable, you get for the go after for take out the colonial governors, the colonial SDOs, the colonial DOs. Number 3, you get for move to the next level. All the people that way they don't carry out forced election. Now election they force them for the Ambazonian people, because Ambazonian people never carry out a clear legitimate election for elect any person. So all those senators who they pretend say they represent Ambazonia, senators and parliamentarians, and then you go for the mayors and the councillors. Once you start for take out these people then, when then they directly mandate, implement, and carry out the functions of occupation of Ambazonia, you need for take out these people them in order for the Ambazonian people them for tell the world say they not ever want make La République du Cameroun occupy them and run colonialism inside Ambazonia. The Ambazonian people get for do this. We get for create Ambazonia get for create an environment of total political chaos, complete chaos, complete chaos, until we go back for the foundation of the block by block. This revolution will be long. Once we go when the Ambazonian people start to implement block by block, when I see the progress we achieve in a relatively short period of time, this revolution will be prolonged or it long. This revolution is long now, because we don't forget about saying that the thing that was supposed to do, make the land ungovernable. Now the first thing that make the land ungovernable. Every village, every town, we now make it be ungovernable for the colonial administrators. Any place where we are there, every treasury, every taxation office, every council office, every court, it get for be on fire. Anything where it symbolize Cameroon presence or Ambazonia, it get for be on fire. Anything. And all the people where they still there inside Ambazonia in the name of representing the occupation of Ambazonia under Cameroon. All those people, the Ambazonian people, it get for get rid of everybody. Total chaos. Once you implement the system of making the land ungovernable, what they call the theory of total chaos, you take away the ability for La République du Cameroun forever claim say they get control over Ambazonia. Now the things is what the Ambazonian people do for the late part of 2016, they do them for the early part of 2017, the middle part of 2017, the late part of 2017, and the early part of 2018. And the Ambazonian people be achieve almost 90 to 95% complete control of Ambazonia. And now for the leader of a war of independence, he can't tell the Ambazonian people say they don't achieve dynamic control. They don't achieve 85% dynamic control. And it will be very accurate based on the implementation of the strategy. It will be very accurate, spot on. We need to get back to the core. We need to go back where people, for all the communities, the need for start for implement the strategy of complete chaos, total chaos for the occupation. Total complete chaos. It go give the people them. Now the fastest way is for the Ambazonian people them for the gain control of the territory. Total chaos. Their military not be enough. Okay? They not get enough military for stop the chaos. And you don't need look, you don't need guns. You see, when they implement the total chaos, so early 2016, for the late part of 2016 and the early part of 2017, when they implement a system of total chaos, how many AKs will be get them? Not that much. Will fit achieve this victory and it not even cost you so much money? If for every, as they call a subdivision, for every subdivision, for every state, the people them for every state through the various subdivisions. Once they start for takeout, they start for put the treasury, the taxation office, the council office, the courts. You start for put all those things in flame. It don't be over for La République du Cameroun occupation of Ambazonia. You see that military, so they be useless. The police they be useless. The gendarmes they be useless. They go up and down, but not they as structures of administration for inside Ambazonia anymore. So that's why all these colonial structures, when they make Cameroon the feel say they get control for Ambazonia, all those things therefore be inflamed. Now the political education, the revolutionary psychology, where the Ambazonian people forget up. If you want freedom, you must dismantle all the things where they keep you from being free. Even if the Ambazonian people kill 1,000 La République du Cameroun military, it don't mean anything for the colonial state. Within 3 months, they go recruit other Langawandem. When another set of Ngombe, they send them back, make them be killed. And then they recruit another 1,000. They send them back, make them be killed. So it be useless for go to actually confront these people them. It be more expensive for go fight the police, the gendarme, the army, the bees. It be more expensive. And it be more dangerous for our people them, where they not be that equipped. And it be easier for our people them for take down the infrastructure of occupation for Ambazonia. For some of those things be cost free. 1 liter petrol between 800 to 1,000. It go get most of the job done. Than for go invest $2,000 for 1 acre. 1 liter petrol with lighter and matches. So the total cost have not even reach 1,000. If we get one of those colonial infrastructure completely down, that for Ambazonian people for try for raise $2,000 and then buy 1 acre and then give them for one soldier. So which one be more cost effective for create more results with very little cost, little or no cost whatsoever? Those things if it be done for all the blocks. Those things if it be done for all the blocks. And most of those places, they not even be protected. Because La République only put so much military for all those places. They only get so much military for pack and for those places. So make we go back for the foundation and the core strategy and philosophy. When I help we move forward. We get for go back for it. We get for go back for making that territory totally ungovernable through the chaos strategy. Make the system completely chaotic. Make me be completely chaotic. Any mommy, any papa, any pikin, any boy, we there for anywhere, anything La République du Cameroun, put them down. Bring them totally down. If you want freedom, you must do the things them where they will give you the advantage to freedom. Cameroon army, police, gendarme, they be useless. Okay? Once you take out the infrastructure of occupation, those people, they not go get anything for do for Ambazonia. The only reason why they did it is because those structures they did it. The only reason why the army they did it is because they get a governor where they tell them waiting for them. The only reason why the army they did it, the police they did it, the gendarme they did it, now because they get an SDO where they control them within a certain district. Because they get a deal where they give them orders and command within a certain district. The only reason Cameroon they still talk about one Cameroon, not just because they get parliamentarians they don't impose them for the Ambazonian people them. They get senators so they don't impose them for the Ambazonian people them. Take those people out and tell me I give you within 24 hours the game will change. Take one senator out. Take one parliamentarian out. Take one SDO out. You go see how CNN go the reporter for you. You go to see how BBC, it go be headline for BBC. Now then go the report them. Not now you go the beg the American report for you. The day where the Ambazonian Defense Forces for Mother's Day, for International Women's Day, they planned that bomb for Commercial Avenue for Bamenda. Nobody wanna see what happen. The moment that bomb go off, we want to kill L'Afrique. L'Afrique shake so he won't get heart attack. What happen? BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, all the stuff announcer. These things they be easier past AKs. They be more effective. All the loud noise, the world will pay attention for you when you make loud noise for Ambazonia. The world will pay attention for you when you stand up. You talk, say, I don't want the occupation of Ambazonia anymore, and then you start to take out all the colonial administrators and the first colonial political elites where they impose them, make they give Cameroon legitimacy over Ambazonian people. Then. Once you start to take them out, now the world, now you get now control. Not be Cameroon get control. Now you get control. When I see right after the mayor for Manfred be taken down, right? When I see him, what happened? This man that they call it Francois Fall, this that man when I be United Nations representative for Central Africa. When I know say he don't go visit Paul Biya many times, he never write any report will be favorable and just and fair. If he talks, they say always. Now say the Cameroon government, it get a responsibility for resolve the crisis politically. It don't always talk him. Right the day after they kill the mayor for Manfred, what happened? When I go read the report, he write a report where he send them for the Secretary General of the United Nations. They tell the Secretary General of the United Nations, say, make him make these recommendations for Security Council. He talk now, say, make the Americans and the Germans the lead negotiation between Cameroon and Ambazonia. It changed the talks. So we need for the Ambazonian people, the quickest way for we for change the conversation about Ambazonia in the international system. Now for we for go back for the chaos theory. More chaos it got for be created through all the blocks. All the blocks we need for create more chaos. All the blocks, any person we name a mayor, any person we name where it is stand up for talk say be mayor for some place, any person where the talk say be councillor and he never resign, any person where the talk say be parliamentarian, any person where the talk say be senator, all those people when I get for X everybody out. X everybody out for all the blocks. All right. Now these people they keep in chains. Now these people they keep Ambazonian people them under occupation. Now these people they give Cameroon the legitimacy for claim over Ambazonia. Once you take out the people where they be responsible for administering and implementing Cameroon occupation for Ambazonia, you don't dismantle the infrastructure of occupation. Once you start to take out the physical evidence, the physical symbols of occupation, Cameroon Taxation Office, Cameroon Treasury for inside Ambazonia, Cameroon Council for Ambazonia, you start to take out Cameroon courts, the colonial courts, you start to burn those things down, you don't start for bring the Cameroon occupation of inside Ambazonia to an end. Anything where it still represent a symbol of Cameroon occupation, it get for go down for each and every block. Must take them down. We get for go back to the core foundation of our national liberation strategy. The Ambazonian people get for come out for politics, where the whole idea of infiltrators now for can hijack the Ambazonian revolution, get Ambazonian people may they get into some form of political debates, and they create all these WhatsApp forum where when they go shit on them, when they argue from morning till night, and most of the people they argue with them now infiltrators. You go to shit on them, they argue with them just so that they get your head locked into these political debates and you forget what you fight for. I want me to be a person will be very practical. All right. I'll be a visionary person. All right. I'll be a dreamer, but I believe for do the practical hard work as a person. Dream big, think big, fucking work your ass off. If you want to achieve those big dreams. You want freedom? Do the simple things where they will give you freedom. And they not cost you that much. If you do wait until the Ambazonian people they get 5,000 AK for ground, you go wait until Bia go come out, white Bia go come out for ASHU. I'll be very sorry for use this kind of language right now. You go wait until white Bia go come out for your teeth. You will woke up now for your grave. And then you go ask yourself, say, what will make me? I forget about what the revolution be about. I get myself entangled into all this political nonsense. And that's why every day they bring up something different. Forget you, make you forget what the revolution be about. You go begin fight and argue for nonsense things them where they don't get any root for ground zero. Now the whole game this. My goal now for get you back for what you go give you freedom. Our goal now for inspire you and move you from distraction into focus, into action. For what you go give our people them the hope and the freedom where they need them. For what you go give our people them a dignified life. No man no go fit do them for we. Now only we must do them. Once we start for implement total chaos for ground zero, as I don't tell you now, for place with the revolution they now, there is no such thing where they go on the international system. We now listen very carefully because tomorrow actually the diplomatic boss, when the vice president of governing council of Ambazonia, Dr. Julius Nye, he go can't talk with the Ambazonian people them tomorrow for Terry. But as of now, I feel tell when I say for this over the weekend, the AGOVC and ADF leadership they will get a joint cabinet session, and for that joint cabinet session, they come up with after they review they take a review, they make a review of the revolution. They review how things that go on for ground zero, and they review how things that go on diplomatically and what the international system they still talk about the conflict. They come for an understanding and then they make a resolution say the Ambazonian people they never be ready for any negotiation. They don't fool Ambazonian people. They think say something will go on, but for the past 1 year, nothing need to go on as any talks. If we not just wait for fool the Ambazonian people, them may the Republic take back ground zero. So the governing council of Ambazonia and the Ambazonia Defense Forces they will get a joint cabinet session where it lasts for 6 hours of deliberation for review the revolution. So they come for a conclusion. Say Ambazonia never be ready for anything in terms of negotiation. And if Ambazonian people them they get into any negotiation right now, they will get decentralization and the special status as an outcome. Because the Ambazonian people not get that advantage on the ground. And secondly, the international system, if you listen for all the things that they talk, they never ever talk anything about the Ambazonian people, their right for external self-determination. If you don't look for all the noise that go on for the international community, they only talk now, may they find a political solution, but they never ever use any word for talks. They say the Ambazonian people they get right for external self-determination, except the document with the Oxford University. It talked now the only document that where it talked about Ambazonian people until the option of self-determination it be considered, the problem will be solved. So when the governing council of Ambazonia and the ADF leadership they meet up, they don't decide. Say Ambazonia never be ready for any negotiation, but then they be open for anything will come up in the form of a negotiated settlement, as long as it meet international standard and it be credible and it be fair. The governing council of Ambazonia and ADF leadership they go participate for that process. But based on their own assessment, they no go deny for attend any negotiations or any talks as long as they meet international standards, they be credible and they be fair, they go attend them. But from their own assessment, AMBAZONIA never be ready for any such thing as negotiation. They not rule out their option of participating. All right. So with that one now, it live with now which option? It live with now for who it live with. For which it live with now with the AMBAZONIAN people. As the leader don't always tell we. This revolution our own. Now we got for determine how it go on. So that's why we come back for talk say, make we go back for the foundation of this revolution. Make we go back for the core. Make the territory completely ungovernable through engineered chaos, through effective chaos, through all the blocks. And so the education will get for give the forces, and will get for give the population, it get for change. It get for totally change. All right. I go actually reach out for the deputy's defense chairman for the Atlantic states, Comrade Tapang Ivo. Now one of the greatest expertise them this for give this kind of revolutionary tactics in terms of how our people, the kind things and way our people they feel really do them in terms of roadblocks, digging holes, all that kind of thing. I go leave that kind work because Tapang be very good for that kind of work. And I think at the right time this whole we get for revisit that approach for make the territory maybe completely chaos for intensify and change the narrative for the international community. All which I don't talk so far, make a tell when I wait it go give we when we do them. Number one, it go give we back control. Until we get back control of AMBAZONIA, we no go be ready for we never be ready for any negotiation. And any person who push the AMBAZONIAN people for such a weak point for go negotiate, more than no saying that the same outcome they be want create them, weaken the revolution and then push the people make them go negotiate. When I know so. Now the work of the infiltrators and that. So when they see that they push these negotiations, why did they weaken ground zero? Now because they want make you go for negotiation for place where like the public don't weaken the forces them for ground. And if I don't see what did happen, all their forces where they be there for that they are artificial structures. No money to fight anymore. All their forces where they be there for that they are artificial structures. When I don't see no money to fight anymore, most of them don't fold their hand. Una know so. So that's why their only thing where they offer for the AMBAZONIA people, na negotiation. And una know say they don't really start talk about peace and reconstruction. Una know so. They don't really start to talk about it. Peace and reconstruction. Someone know why the agenda of the infiltrators, not just for push the AMBAZONIAN people then, for accept anything will come up right now. Una know so. If you want freedom, you go. When you go for negotiation for place will be very weak, you go get now what they offer them for you. Since you don't get any leverage. So we need for gain leverage for down. So what we don't talk about so far, it go achieve 4 things when we implement them. Number 1, make a repeat them. It go give the AMBAZONIAN people them total control of the territory. Number 2, it go change the international narrative. They go start for look for AMBAZONIA, no be enough for find make peace return. Not be enough for bring a political solution where they propose them now, but you go see say they go change the talks for no say the AMBAZONIAN people they get control, and for peace, security, and stability for BD, they will talk now about the recognition of AMBAZONIA and the AMBAZONIAN people their right for self-determination. Until the international community start to talk about the AMBAZONIAN people their right for external self-determination, AMBAZONIA never be ready for negotiation. Until the change talk for recognition and self-determination for the AMBAZONIAN people them. Me no say negotiation, it be na an internal, it go be na something for bring a political solution for solve that problem as an internal problem for Cameroon. They will do some form of political reconciliation. Now the thing is so that they push them. When I don't see Edith Kawala them and Frundi them, they don't chuck their head for outside. Why when I think say they bring them now for can interview them? Now, because of the game this, we not pay attention for all these things will happen. So when we get back for creating chaos on the ground and wiping out all the colonial senators, parliamentarians, all right, governors, SDOs, DOs, mayors, and councillors, any man we know want resign, the AMBAZONIA people get for wiping out. Once you do those things and we eliminate physically the colonial structures where they give the world, say Cameroon get control, the courts, burn down all the colonial courts, all the council office, all the taxation office, all the treasury, burn them all down. Once you start to engineer those things, you achieve, number one, you gain back control of the ground. You change the international narrative. They will start to look for you. They will talk about self-determination and recognition. They will start to see you as the only people where they get the capability for bring stability, security, and peace, and for restore international trade for the Gulf of Guinea. Number four, it will give the Ambazonian people what I call a diplomatic edge. It will give the Ambazonian people them a diplomatic advantage. And number five, the final one, it will give the Ambazonian people them for dictate the terms of any negotiated settlement. Now the purpose that. And so this one now, it bring we for which we don't always propose them for the Ambazonian people them. We, the TTOF, now the only funding campaign where it be based for implement this strategy them for ground. So now the role of our defense forces them, their work now get for change. The work of the defense forces they get for change. So that's why we don't come, especially today, for get a different conversation. The work of the defense forces now for implement these strategies and for down. And that's why we need a political oversight over the defense, so that the political leadership it give the defense action plan, roadmap, and what they get for doing for give the Ambazonian people them diplomatic edge, because now their actions for ground now it go give with the diplomatic advantage or diplomatic edge, right? So the role of the defense forces now for implement this system of structured chaos, of engineered chaos for ground zero. And so TTOF, the takeover campaign, it be geared now for give the forces them a roadmap for implement defense strategies them for ground. So for all we know they listen for here, for all we know understand strategy and we understand roadmap, for all we will there for here. I want appeal for all we will love the freedom of Ambazonia. We will want me people to be free. Make we give the forces. It not take much for we for help the forces them. They don't need much. If only 1,000 Ambazonians, okay? Well, just give me a moment. Okay? If only 1,000 Ambazonians, they only commit $20 per month, it will give the forces enough supply every month for them for carry out, for implement these strategies of engineered chaos for ground zero. Their AKs, they go only to help them. Now for go do these things and the fee be safe for doing. Because they go the defense forces of Ambazonia defense forces. They get a law where they protect them for carry out these actions on the ground. And for every Ambazonian, the Dublin Declaration, it gives you the responsibility and the right as an Ambazonian for take down anything where it keep Ambazonian people under Cameroon occupation. So you get a law under the Governing Council of Ambazonia where it give you as an Ambazonian the right and the responsibility for take down a senator where they keep you as an Ambazonian. It keep you under occupation. It give you the right and the responsibility for take down any Cameroon colonial parliamentarian where they impose them upon you for keep you occupied as an Ambazonian. The Dublin Declaration, it give you the responsibility for take down any SDO, any governor, any mayor, any councillor. It give you that right and it give you the responsibility. So you get a resolution and an enacted law where it be passed by the Governing Council of Ambazonia through the National Council of Missions. They vote them into law. You get them? The Dublin Declaration, it talks, they say, because Cameroon courts, the colonial courts inside Ambazonia, they use them for judge Ambazonian people them, for a language where they need to understand, for judge Ambazonian people them, and sentence them under it keep Cameroon occupation. That court now it enforce Cameroon occupation for Ambazonia. So you as an Ambazonia, you as a soldier, you get the right and the responsibility for burn down the Cameroon colonial courts inside Ambazonia. The taxation office where Cameroon it now we use them for collect colonial tax inside Ambazonia, and then for use those taxes for pay those deals for keep Ambazonian people them under occupation, for pay the governors, for pay the SDOs, for pay the police, for pay the gendarme, for pay the army. You get the responsibility for burn down that taxation office where they use that money for collect colonial tax and then implement occupation of Ambazonia, and then pay those police, those gendarmes, make them commit atrocities inside Ambazonia and commit genocide inside Ambazonia and commit terrorism inside Ambazonia. So you get the responsibility and right for bring down the taxation office, or the taxation office them inside Ambazonia. The Dublin Declaration, it talks say the colonial treasury. Now for they pay all the people them where they can't implement Cameroon occupation for Ambazonia. And therefore, that treasury now be responsible for the Cameroon terrorism for Ambazonia, for Cameroon genocide for Ambazonia, for Cameroon torture of Ambazonia, for give Cameroon military, for use them, for pay them, for them to burn Ambazonian people their homes them, for arrest our people them, for torture our people them, for rape our women, for steal for our people them. So you get the responsibility for bring down the Cameroon treasury. They talk say, they say, now the councils, the Dublin Declaration, it talks in that the councils, they use them for collect our people them and force our people them, may they live under Cameroon occupation. So as a result, you get the councils, now the colonial infrastructure where they put them for keep Ambazonian people them under occupation. So and therefore you get the right and you get the responsibility for bringing them down under the Dublin Declaration. Anything where you keep Ambazonia them under occupation and it enable Cameroon for administer occupation for Ambazonia, you get the responsibility for bringing that thing down. And that's why Cameroon military, Cameroon gendarme, Cameroon police, okay, the senators, the parliamentarians, the SDOs, the governors, councillors, all those things are a legitimate target of occupation, not legitimate target for take them down. So may you know say they say through the Dublin Declaration, you get the backing. So now the appeal for all the Ambazonians, the way they get head, all the way that they think fine, make we come back for the revolution. Make we come back for the revolution. If you just commit only $20 per month and we get 1,000 Ambazonians, just 1,000 Ambazonians, we go get enough resources every single month for give the forces for them for implement this chaos for ground zero. For we go give the forces for burn all the courts for Ambazonia. Their AK go help them for protect them for go burn the courts. Their AK go help them for protect them for burn the treasuries. Their AK go help for protect them for burn the taxation office. Their AK go help them for protect them for bring down the council's office and for them for take down any of those colonial administrators them inside Ambazonia as legitimate targets of occupation in order for dismantle Cameroon infrastructure of occupation. So nothing that the appeal for all we make we go back for the work. We will see when General Ivo would boys them, when the revolution be there at its peak, when they implement this system for down, we see what happen for ground zero. Now, the Ambazonian people don't be distracted for far too long. Now not the time for we for go back. All right. So I don't give you now. What go happen when we implement these things, and I don't give you now the legal rights as an Ambazonian. We will need them for protect ourselves, defend ourselves, and defend our freedom. Now, so for use the strategy of engineered structure chaos for ground zero, it will give Ambazonia those 4 advantages, those 4 outcomes where they already don't list them for now. As I hope say as always, I hope say my passion and energy, it be authentic for you. You see my commitment, you see the level of passion and enthusiasm I get them. And because I believe say once we do the right thing, just as when we do the Ambazonia people that we do the right thing, we achieve so much victory for a very short period of time. I want to make this revolution be short for our people then. I want to make our people they get the freedom where they need them soon enough. I want make we do and so that what people then whether they suffer for Nigeria, all the refugees whether they be scattered for Nigeria and across the globe, make freedom be enough for we for achieve this thing so that if we give them a homeland where they deserve. Tomorrow, I go actually can play on some videos so they don't come out of Cyprus. Tomorrow I will talk for now which did happen for AMBAZONIA then for Cyprus. I get some videos them where they don't send them for me very early this morning around 4 a.m. my time. What people then for Cyprus, they don't send me a lot of information for which did happen for AMBAZONIA then for Cyprus. All this one is shown and say we need a homeland. Our people they need a homeland. Even the one the way they across for places like Cyprus, they not be safe. They never still be free. When I see the kind of pain and torture that they go through right now, even worse past which is some people that they go through for ground zero. So I go appeal for all we will get this sense of national duty for all we. Make we commit. Just put only $20 a month. Just $20 a month. Go for www.ttof.net. Go make a commitment of $20 a month. If you do more, you go fine. But we require just 1,000 Ambazonians where they give only $20 a month. We will sustain this revolution for the next 3 months and we will change the entire game for ground and completely. The leadership don't give a different message for the forces and they don't reassign them for what their mission will be. The game for ground zero don't change from on Saturday when they get this joint session for the governing council of AMBAZONIA and the ADF cabinets. When they get this thing, the game for ground zero don't change. And so in the next few days, you will see the actions then for ground zero will be totally complete. Again, before I end this thing and I open the line then for calls, I send this warning again. For any person, if you get your family member when a counselor, at the Bekuna today, I want Bekuna and I want also one winner. Warn your family member, get your family members and made it resign. The AMBAZONIA Defense Forces, they don't get clear instructions from the leadership for go after any person with for AMBAZONIA in the name of a counselor. For go after any person with for AMBAZONIA in the name of a mayor. For go after any person with for AMBAZONIA in the name of a parliamentarian. Any man, woman, where you dey inside AMBAZONIA and you dey represent, you talk to you, they say, you be a parliamentarian, you be a senator, you be a councillor, you be a mayor, you be an SDO, you be a DO, you be a governor, you be a direct target. So, the AMBAZONIA Defense Forces, for across all the 13 states, they don't be given these instructions. I mean, no say they get list of every councillor for every state. They get a list of every councillor for all the blocks. Resign. When I get a few days for resign. Publicly. Make video. Resign. Take your cell phone. Don't say from today, I don't resign from being a councillor. The AMBAZONIA people not elect you. Now Cameroun impose you. AMBAZONIA never ever organize election. The role of what defense forces don't change. Yes, they will still fight like the Republic of Cameroun. Military, police, gendarme, B. Yes, they will fight them. Anywhere where they see them. But now for dismantle infrastructure of occupation. Councillors, mayors, parliamentarians, senators, DOs, SDOs, and all those governors. That the new order. Treasuries, taxation office, council office, courts. Anything where you give Cameroun, put AMBAZONIA under Cameroun occupation. All those symbols, they will be taken down. The vice president go elaborate more on that. All right. So for now, I will open the calls. We also call on all our population them. When I start for cut trees, when I block all the roads, when I throw stones for all the roads them with the colonial forces that they use them. more go dey come on this. For now, make I open the
Power on.
make I open
Bluetooth pairing.
make I open the lines for anyone for call.
Bluetooth connected.
What you think about what you don't talk now for we for go back for the call. So if you call, we want call for what you think about what you don't talk now and how you feel also encourage your community. If you speak a certain language, a certain dialect, we go actually solicit your help for make audios about what you don't talk now for your dialect, and you send them for me so that we fit format, we fit create them as a flyer, and then we start for send them out for all the various communities. All right. So the lines will be very open. The number that on top for up here, +1 905 782 0911. A number that for up here for any man we want call for make your own input, for add for which I don't talk, for encourage. Maybe you want buy more seats for our forces them for start for carry out this action. We go need a lot of seats. We need a lot of bullets. One bullet na $2. As you know, market for bullets on there before it be na $1. Now market on there. As the CC word they go on. So one bullet now na $2. So if you call, you there for America, if you donate for Cash App, how many bullets you want donate them, you go donate. We need our forces them for start for implement these strategies. If you go for ttof.net, if you go sign up for the, you put your $20, you put your $50, you put your $100. As you know, we'll get people where they contribute up to $2,000 per month. $1,000. Some person call from. Pick up this call.
How many bullets you want to donate? You go donate. Labor forces that start to implement this strategy.
Hello, comrade.
If you go for ttof.net, sign up for it. Hello, comrade.
I beg, turn off. So, whatever there for your background, just turn them off. I beg, so that we'll talk for you directly. Okay. A call don't drop. If we find you, we'll call you back. But we'll beg you reduce your receiver for background.
Yes, comrade.
Yes, comrade. Right on.
Yes. Yes, every time I turn and off.
Would hear you fine now?
Hello?
Would hear you fine?
Hello, comrade.
Would hear you fine?
Yes. Comrade Lucas, I should want to thank you for the good work that you are doing. It's great. I'm proud of you. You are the one that is making AMBAZONIA to be free.
Thank you.
You are doing a great job. For me, what you have said is very wonderful. Not excluding the police, the gendarmes, the army. But I think targeting our own people that are enablers is the right thing to do now. When we put one or two councillors, parliamentarians, you will see the game will change.
That's right.
Most of them will run away.
That's right.
I will not have any representative. They are the one that the families, because of the salary that they are earning, their families are giving imputation, giving information to our soldiers to be killed. So if we start targeting them, you will hear a woman telling the husband that I didn't marry to become a counselor. You should leave that job to save your children's life.
That's right.
So I think it's the right thing to do. This is the right time that we have to turn on them.
Thank you very much. Great contribution. Great. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much.
We are on track.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm contributing $100 per month, so I don't need to say I'm chipping in. You saw it last time when I put 200. So thank you.
You did, bro.
Thank you. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. Thank you, bro. All right. Now, I brought that for the other part of the world, for South Africa. We thank you plenty. All right. So the lines will be open for any person you want to call. By the way, if you're there for Facebook and you not get WhatsApp, if you call for Facebook, if you also call for Facebook, this thing be connected. We don't connect the speaker and a Bluetooth, where you feed also call for Facebook and we'll hear you clearly. All right. So the lines will be open for any man we want call for which we don't talk so far. Oh wow. All right. I want salute. We get some sister way there for UK, way there for that side for England. We want salute. I don't want to call the name, but we want just salute. I want to tell when I say this sister, he make a commitment. Talk say every week he go donate $20. That means every week he go donate 10 bullets to the forces every week. And this sister they send that donation every single week. Every week. 90s. You don't send them right now. 9 down. I don't see. I don't send them. I just put my hand for update just for cover name. Hello? Okay, you don't call me, you don't mute your call. Your call don't be muted. This person call and then the call be muted. Wow. How you go manage call and then you mute the call again? Hello? Well, sister, we need to hear you fine. The call don't mute. You don't. We not hear you. Let me say the mute. Can't even know. Where? Yes, you mute your call. That place where you press and you think in a speaker, but you instant mute at the call. So just talk now. We hear you now.
Hello.
All right. The connection be very rusty. Their internet for that side they be very rusty. So pressing the call again. Well, sister, if you call, if we hear you fine. We'll try one more time.
Hello.
Yes, sister from Dubai.
Yeah, good afternoon.
All right, some person they call from Ground Zero. I'm gonna pick up this call from Ground Zero. Hello.
Hello, comrades.
Yes, Pep, my brother from comrade from Ground Zero. Salute you.
Thank you very much. I'll be very happy to hear your voice. My first time to participate.
Wow.
Your program.
Welcome.
And my heart don't bubble. I brought radio for Facebook the other day. I asked you say how I feel contribute there for Ground Zero. You ignore my message. I recall so my number and I fear. We will there for Ground Zero. We know fit to communicate like the other people in oversight.
Would hear you?
Something the bubble my heart. Since something the bubble my heart 3 days ago, I never chop. I've been a from Baba 1.
No, not to play with their bag. Not to play with them. Not to play with them. Not to play with their bag. Not to play with them.
Okay. So me, Amba boys them don't come out for group. Come attack my village, Baba 1. My parents they don't run. Then they say bushes. We Baba people who know over there for social media affair. You know, mean say we know they follow the struggle. Place where they are there in pains. They don't burn houses for my village now. Kill another boy when a fighter.
AMBAZONIA so na the year.
But see for social media, people they write say fight they go on for Baba 1. Fight they go on for Baba 1. I want for them go to their person where say being a chairman or na wait. Make them be very careful. They want bring tribal war with Baba people them who know the fine problem. General no pity, they ever run can hide for Baba 1. If the enter water come, we are in the bundles. That we don't hide for Bambalang, then the cross camp. That we hide for Bamunka, they can't hide for village. Now Bamunka don't come out with their group, with Umbasa boy them. Then they for my village, since 3 days. One houses. There is a country by country. Banso boy, they don't kill fight at them. There is something for Banso. Who said they don't come out camp from my village? Baba one. They claim say who said the boys in there, they want to kill our boys them from my village. They don't retreat, they run, they don't hide, they don't kill another one for front shooting. Burn houses for any boy where even our boys they go burn houses them. We there in place for Baba. And the information this I want to give you.
My brother, we send una our courage. We send una. We share the pain for the community, for the people, and for Baba. We they go through this same thing. That the thing is we call upon our people them for wake up for do the right thing because these infiltrators are now they take our people them. Now the infiltrators are now they don't kill our own people them. Now the infiltrators are now they burn houses. Now the infiltrators are now they don't do the work, the dirty work of La Republique du Cameroun. So my fellow
Baba one na ring road. Now ring road they link for BBC, go for the when I'm at they go for Banso. Boys they don't come, they go for up country for Sao Palace Day. They also this morning, they therefore they say they will burn so my brother a compound. Simply they come off a compound, they want burn compound. No which can't this. They say don't put country, the country is all gonna wait. Now for the soldier and the minute work of other villages and cause this disorder, they will plan all from Bamunka. Come all who bounce up boys and come from our own village. The worker give can't command the cow there, but they say now they give command, say they will cover out them. This now which can't in this. They say get IG do own one and wait. Southwest, no man they shoot gun for inside Southwest. They will come for northern zone, come between create disorder. Now which can't in this. Wait the IG one. IG on problem now wait. Tell the way na AGF dey for your owners so do and for you to come between work fight. Attack them. Oh, really?
Well, my brother,
you don't pass me.
All right, I beg. I go store your number. We'll call you for the get more updates so that we fit tell what people them. Wait till the infiltrators that they instrumentalize their forces them, make the custom for our people them for do the dirty work of La Republique du Cameroun for 10 our people.
Them. For ground zero, you go send me contact where I contribute my own money. I will try for either 50,000 or 100,000. I contribute.
All right, my brother.
I've been a pure ADF supporter, pure ADF. I know 1 year something say negotiation, one go for Switzerland, one go for the one boys they need assistance. We know they say in diplomacy for more than how many years. People they don't want to protect their people them. They didn't go find places if you don't quite. Wow. Now all two boys and for Baba, they don't run, they don't get gun them. General Emma, they don't get gun. You brother Baba, General, they don't weak, they don't get nothing. The military comes sometimes they will attack, but they don't take no bullet. They will fight out. They will already get some go to now. Only Bamisi with the brick. Bamisi won't die. General, no pity. Come over Bambala. Small. Politics. They want to carry head. Go to that way. They say don't for chairman. The best way to go to the fight since some time. They make politics. Who would there for day who they see out enough for eye. Not even to repass of village, we can report difference, we can look social media, see now upside down.
Okay, my brother. We thank you plenty for this update. We don't help with for a beg.
Thank you.
When I stay fine, when I protect ourselves,
I there for the ground. Nothing will pass. All to the pass of Amanda will get the two things. That you are the champ for that are ABC way to which lie where they put them for lie. Big lie them. The other line I will not ready for that side. We will get information for village day by day. No, they for that live people them. So they come and they don't even ask them call for their own village for years now, which don't happen. Who will then have forgotten? No, then I don't know what man country.
All right, thank you. I will call this more time.
Yes, and I'm sure we know my God they protected.
Yes.
Now this is why we fear sometimes for the
No. Do not be very protected. Even our conversation will be very protected.
Yeah, now maybe radio for Facebook a few days ago, so I feel for donate. I want to donate.
Okay.
I need to tell boys from my village. I don't want to get them sick. I don't only take money chopper. We to support them fine, but we don't know. Maybe they don't know place to get to work.
All right, I'll call this more time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. AMBAZONIA and Sonadiye, directly from ground zero. A boy that for ground zero. Now in that, it call for tell una. What is the infiltrators? They instrumentalize their forces, may they go cause them for our population. Now that they give a direct report. Say the infiltrators. Now they don't debond what people their housing. So this comrade from Gabon. Wow, some person they call from Gabon from oops. Hello? Hello?
Hello, thank you.
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm great, sir.
We greet you, brother.
Great.
Well. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, right on, brother.
Yes, sir. Up, sir. Hello?
We hear you fine.
Yeah. I don't want to talk my name. You know somebody call me. I don't want to call you. I don't want to talk my name.
I know who you be.
I beg I didn't know what you I don't want to plenty. I know they talk plenty. I want to make it know too. How many AMBAZONIA they know so they get to join. They get to get together. We have boys and they scatter. We have boys they scatter. I want to make the join. I want to make it join. I want to know what leads them to join. See where the worry me na say, Mr. All winner. The first thing all this matter. All to get to read the country again. We know the country again. So many trying to read together. I don't get plenty to talk together. Every time they say the one no fine. You they say the one, they say the one no fine. That's why they say the one, say fine. Who they come away, they will make it fine. So the better now. Now try to enjoy. Now don't you be fine. I thank you.
Thank you. All right. The lines will be open. I will take 2 more calls and then I will go start my own day. I got about just 5 more minutes. I'll take 2 more calls. I'll go start my own day. Just 2 more calls. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Brother Lucas.
Hello.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, fine. Thank you for that show. I want to reply to that call away from Gokutinja. So.
Okay.
Hello?
Would hear you?
Yes. Me, the civilians. Yes, for me, for them, me, the civilians, they try to grab that boy and beat him like they be doing for our village. If he pass for our village, the civilians, they be looking for that boy they are killed. They catch them beat him.
Okay, a fine advice. People them for Baba. Now sister daddy give an advice. He say if all man for village come out, they catch your boy them. Even though they get weapons, but if all man for village come out, they catch your boys and they beat them. They don't ever come back again. Now advise our sister Gian.
Yes, they try to beat them, seize all things them. Code that they or they say they when they get them for their sin. Then take all guns them, may they try grab them, may villagers then try arrange how they feel manage so see them so catch them.
All right.
May they know the fear them.
Okay. All right.
They don't overmake that thing. It's too much. Now wait till this now. Okay, now the thing that we want to talk for that brother, say, me they try catch that boy there. Me they no fear, me they try for gather them so catch us.
Okay. All right, now advise our sister Longia, now the people them for down there, they will decide for themselves, will feel only day for year, and for pass on the information. If it make a lot of sense and if you implement them, we don't hear other communities don't do the same thing. So thank you very much, sister.
Okay. For my contribution, I think when they will open places,
All right.
I tried because I know them, I know if you do me for paper or
Okay.
now only for Express Union or Western Union paper.
All right, thank you. Will they contact you for that? All right, my fellow Ambazonians, I get one more call and then I will leave here in exactly 3 minutes. All right. All right, I get 3 more minutes to be here. One more call, and then I will take off. But of course, I know say you must call.
Hello.
Nkina.
Comrade ASHU.
Nara.
How are you?
No, Ajove.
Minyame
Aluchancha.
Thank you for the good work. Yeah, thank you for the good work once more. You don't come again with the insight for the struggle. Very important. Yes, most more now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, bro.
Hello. Yes, I just talk now. I just talk now. That caller will call from Gogotinja. You see, when this caller they record the red talk, so now people they for down.
Yeah.
We got to take this thing very serious because wait to know what made the enemy do for you. When we say for the do for our own self, it really bring the revolution backwards.
Not true.
If we get our people the way they stand for position, ATF guy people the way they like eye for ground for the see all this thing that is debunker. This issue for county by county. If we will move the old cocoa tree and for bush, we will succeed for the revolution. So far as those people that see be planted for our communities, this thing will be in a chaos. Because this problem, the Maryland Kabad, and they actually destroy for the revolution. This revolution don't come back. See, like for the southern zone, no fight never take place. And the CM for you know the way the fight enemy must go to for your own channel, go see. Even that at CRO TV, sometimes if you have travel, some go see some Twitter. You see the record, they see Waka. All those also come mayors and parliamentarians, they go for people that begin to return. Our poor and too. So one day they down, they don't even get money, where they can get them small thing, they will only be forced to take up. Yeah. All those enablers, those mayors, parliamentarians, they get for start put them down, kidnap them, carry them, go tie them, keep up with some living of inside forest. They rain to fall for their skin. It beat the lie, it beat our boys where they for forest. That time they go adjust. All our business can talk. Thank you for the good work we do.
Okay.
I love you, different man to give him call.
Thanks, bro. Thank you very much.
Yes, because this thing over. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Nice day, bro. No worry now. So I don't get WhatsApp because I don't forget WhatsApp. You see, I know.
Yeah.
Now I don't get WhatsApp. Then I will send a message. I will see how we'll be.
Okay.
I'll be talk with you back then.
We'll
give our own contribution for the revolution.
All right, my man. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too.
AMBAZONIA! Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought inch by inch, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooster by rooster. If you let it, you go die. Now only you, they are fighting. They are scrambling for that freedom in Lily. Angry man, them say they no one hear them. Cause you know we do the way them did it. I see you blow. Blood of the innocent world. Yes, so come and save us. If we not there, we go die, yo. Cause cow way no get it there. Now got the track, he fly, yo. Yes, so come and save us. If we not there, we go die, yo. Cause cow way no get it there. Now got the track, he fly, yo.
Think of Seseko, think of Deacon Tarzan, think of Panfo, think of Mancho BBC, think of Mami Abe. Are you ready to lay your life for Ambazonia?